Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you times 1,000 for deciding to be here and to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we're going to get into another deep dive today. As you can tell by the title, we're going to look more into the energy between Megan Thee Stallion and Jay-Z. Okay, there's been a lot of talk on the internet, Twitter, Instagram, different blogs, think pieces being made about these two. Not only just Megan and Jay-Z, but you've got Nicki thrown in the mix, Beyonce thrown in the mix. Okay, it seems like Jay-Z is like the common denominator to a lot of these issues that have kind of come to surface. As far as what could be going on behind the scenes, a lot of shady business work going on, and I think people are finally starting to smell the coffee, and starting to see Rock Nation and Jay-Z, that entity, for what it really is behind the scenes, guys. Okay, so I'm going to keep this really short, but if you guys are interested in readings that have more to do with pop culture, celebrities, music, entertainment, make sure you guys check out the playlist I have already curated. It's called the Deep Dive Series. That's where you can find more readings like this with those topics. If that's more of your speed, make sure you feel free to check that out. Okay, I love interacting with you guys. So if there's something in this reading that I'm missing, or something you'd like to add, something here that, you know, makes sense to you, definitely feel free to get in the comments. I love interacting with you guys. The only thing I ask is that you please keep it respectful. Okay, this is not a personal reading. These are not my personal opinions or feelings. We don't know these people personally at all. So, you know, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it makes sense to you, or again, if there's something you want to add or share, please feel free to get in the comments, but please just keep it respectful. Okay, we're gonna tap right into this though. This was another request, so shout out to a subscriber that requested this reading. I thought this was a really good topic. I've never even thought to do a reading solely between Megan and Jay, so this was very interesting. I'm excited to get into this. But I have a couple of cards already placed out. So I have a King of Wands here, which is going to represent Jay-Z, being that he is a Sagittarius. And then I have a Queen of Swords from the same deck. This is going to represent Megan, being that she is the Aquarius, okay? We're going to start with a couple of Oracle cards first. I'm going to start with Megan's portion, and then we'll hop over to Jay-Z, and then we'll hop back and forth. I'll always make sure to let you guys know who I'm talking about in the midst of the reading, okay? And just so you guys are aware about how I'm reading and pulling cards, in this case, we're going to start with Megan first. This is going to be her perspective of Jay-Z, okay? What is she seeing? What is she viewing when she's around him? You know, her feelings regarding Jay-Z at this time, her POV, okay? And then it'll be the same thing when we hop over to Jay-Z afterwards, all right? If somebody would like to timestamp this reading, you're more than welcome to. You can timestamp the reading for 3:35. Again, we're going to start with some Oracle cards. Let's start with Megan, okay? Let's see if you guys like this style of reading, you like the vibes here on the channel, you have a request you'd like to make, definitely leave a like on the video. It's free. Subscribe if you see fit. I would love to have y'all here, part of the family, okay? Spirit, please give us some clear and concise messages regarding Megan. What is her perspective? How is she feeling in regards to Jay-Z at this time, Spirit? Thank you. How is she viewing or feeling in regards to Jay-Z at this time? Okay. First card I'm seeing, it says cassette. Okay, like a cassette tape. It says outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. Okay, so that can kind of be representative of old school, maybe someone who's a little more stuck in the past, if you will, as far as like their mindset goes. I'm hearing the word traditional. Okay, maybe like a more traditional way of doing things or handling business, possibly she could view him as. And again, when I'm pulling cards, this is Megan's perspective of Jay-Z at this time, okay? Then I have a card here that says the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding out, things coming to light, adapt, change, and heal. So, oh, okay, already. So Megan could be viewing Jay as somebody. I'm hearing the word exposed. Gosh, I don't know why I'm hearing that already so soon, but she could be viewing him as somebody who could possibly be exposed, or things are coming to the light about these old ways of being, or how he's been so, I'm hearing the word cemented. He's very cemented in the industry, okay, as far as like the executives at the tables, the higher ups, and I think that some of these old ways of being and how he's become so cemented the way he is going to come out or be exposed with this dragonfly here, okay? With this dragonfly, again, with this light-hearted energy, it's giving me like very free flowing. She could view him as somebody who is very like just go with the flow. I think Megan has said that once. Like she's never felt so quote unquote safe or like such a family the way she does with Jay and Rock Nation and all of them over there. So she's even mentioned before like the way that Jay-Z and Desiree and them handle things, or they give her advice on how to handle situations. They just tell her to be brush it off or just ignore it, don't pay it any mind, just brush it over your shoulder. So it's a very like easygoing, lightweight type of energy, at least again from her perspective. If you're looking from the outside looking in, again, the shady business dealings, we don't see it that way personally, right? But again, she's in a different perspective when it comes to Jay-Z than we are, guys, okay? So, but regardless of that, it is still being acknowledged here that he's very cemented. The way that he does things, it could be a little bit outdated. It's not very modern, or maybe what other labels or executives could be doing. Okay, it's very his way or the highway is what I'm getting here. Okay, I feel like she gets a lot of advice from him as well. Again, I just mentioned that the way that Desiree and Jay-Z kind of like guide her or give her advice on how to handle certain situations, it's very just forget about it, don't worry about it, we'll handle it, you know. But I do feel like she could see him as somebody who's going to be exposed here, or their relationship is going to be exposed in one way, shape, or form. Okay, things coming to light. Let's see. I'm going to get a couple of cards for Jay-Z at this time with the same deck. This is going to be his perspective, his POV of Megan at this time. Okay. Oh, Spirit, where is Jay-Z's head at? How is he viewing Megan at this time? Thank you. Oops. And please keep in mind, guys, this is not personal. These are not my personal views or opinions, okay? I'm literally channeling. I'm a medium, so I'm picking up the energy between the two of them. Some of this energy could be a little predictive of the future as well, but my personal ideas or opinions are completely out of this. So I just want to make that known, okay? Let's see. Palm tree is here. Wow, okay. It says stability, security, permanence, growth. Okay, and by the word impermanence, it's like when something is going to stick, it's permanent, like a Sharpie, it's not going anywhere. Okay, it says growth, endurance, and flexibility. Ooh, oh wow, I don't really like that I'm seeing this right now. Ooh, I just got like a really explicit image in my mind, guys. I don't know how to explain this, but if you are a reader or an intuitive or a medium, then you know what I'm talking about. Like when you get those visions in your mind or in your third eye, I'm literally seeing her, like Megan, spread eagle. Like, oh my God, with that word flexible, it immediately just came as a download. Like I'm literally seeing her on her back, spread eagle. Like, oh my God. I don't like that. Have clock here. Let me move on. Oh, Lord. Clock, okay. It says needs time, takes time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. That's interesting because that's the second card I'm seeing where the word heal is on it. Meaning like to get better or to heal a situation, a circumstance. There's something here about like trying to like mend or heal somebody's image here or make it look better than what it really is. Because like, why would you need to heal something if it's not broken? Does that make sense, guys? Okay, but I'm literally hearing her song in my head. I think is it Boa? Your time is up. Why are you not clocking out? It's literally what I'm hearing. From this perspective, again, this is Jay's POV of her, okay? It's like it was once something that made sense or seemed like a solid investment. You know, it seemed like she wasn't going to be going anywhere. She could really be cemented here just by working with him. But with this clock energy, that's giving me like your time is up, or it's like your 15 minutes is about to be up. Okay, Jay-Z gives me the vibes. It's like, once I'm done using you, I'm throwing you back to the wolves, or we don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. There's no use for you. There's no return on my investment. Or in this case, again, I literally saw her on her back, spread eagle. It's like, once I'm done with that, I'm over that. I'm cool off you. Like, your time is up when I say it's up. Okay? Wow, interesting. I'm getting this vibe here, like he may have even gone on vacation with her, spent time alone with her, like taking her out. It's gonna, obviously, you know, we'll get a little further in the reading. I'm sure it'll show itself, but palm tree and clock, that's literally like someone spending vacation time together, I feel like, okay? Again, look at this. I was just shuffling the same deck, healing heart. Again, something here that's like something about mending or fixing an image. But you wouldn't need to do that if the image wasn't broken, okay? It says healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or an addiction. So he could be viewing Megan as somebody who's very broken, very hurt on the inside, okay? Their relationship could be very toxic. It's not to say that they're, you know, they're not dating or married, but it's just, you know, like, you're a side piece, and it's like, my time with you is almost over, or I'm gonna throw you back to the wolves soon. It was cool, it was fun while it lasted. You know, I gave you I gave you the stability, I gave you the shine, I gave you the look that you wanted. And when I'm done with you, I'm done with you. This was supposed to be like his pillar in the industry. This was supposed to be, well, Megan, okay, was supposed to be his long-term stamp. Okay, say for example, the way Drake and Nicki are long-time stamps of Lil Wayne. That's what this was supposed to be. And it's not really going the way that he assumed it would, I feel like. So I think that's why this clock energy is here. It's like, why are you not clocking out? Your time is up. Okay, let me get into another oracle deck. You guys, I'm going to hop back over to Megan really quick. And I understand, you know, some people may fast forward and skip around in the reading, go back and forth or whatever. So I have to keep reiterating just so you guys are aware and understanding how I'm reading cards. When I'm pulling cards, this is Megan's perspective of Jay-Z. And with Jay-Z, this is his perspective of what he's viewing when it comes to Megan, okay? I just want to make sure, you know, that people understand that. But I'm going to use this Panther Oracle deck. We're going to hop back over to Megan really quick and get her perspective. Okay, well, how is she viewing Jay-Z at this time, Spirit? Thank you. How's she viewing Jay-Z at this time? Schedule is here. Okay, again, another card with a clock on it. Looks like he's literally trying to chase time. Okay, the number 76. It says management, plan, and organize. So, yeah, we already know that she's signed to his management team under Rock Nation. Okay, we are supposed to be under the guise that she's an independent artist. But no, like, she is very much so under his wing and under his clock, under his time, under his payroll, literally. Okay, so she could view Jay-Z as someone who sets things up, plans things out, organizes her whole schedule. Okay, or at least maybe not Jay-Z specifically, but him and his team, okay? They put everything together for her. Management, plan, and organize. So I get this vibe where it's like she can just sit back and chill. She doesn't really have to do much besides show up and perform. you know, and obviously do the work and record, but you know, a lot of stuff is handled by him, and she's acknowledging that. Okay. Ooh, robbery. Interesting. I'm telling you, Jay-Z is shady, and I think she's starting to catch up to it, or she's starting to see things for how they are, or she's going to be in for a rude awakening. You know, it's like you wake up, check your bank account, expect your check, your direct deposit to be there, and it's not there. You're like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying, guys? Robbery, okay? This card says exploitation, in caution, and unfairness. So she could view Jay-Z as somebody who could be literally like stealing from her, or you know, telling her false promises, and then they're really not what they seem to be, or that things are not really the way that they are painted or portrayed to her. Okay. And I will say this, it may have taken her a while to catch on to the bullshit, but I think she's starting to catch on to the bullshit, like like very slowly but surely, and very quietly. Okay. I get this vibe from her. It's like she's gonna want to walk away or try to sneak away from him, but it's like almost too late. She's already too deeply involved, or she spent so much time and energy over there and put so much of her trust into these people. Okay, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, right? She's going to feel robbed. Like, I'm hearing robbed blind. She's gonna wake up one day, check her bank account, and all the zeros are not gonna be there. That type of energy, guys. Maybe not literally, but just that type of energy. Okay. Exploitation. You could view him as somebody that, you know, is just using her. But again, it's not, this could be a little bit more predictive of the future. She has no choice but to be under them right now, because she's already signed in a contract, you guys. So, you know, she's not going to go out of her way and publicly blast him. You know what I mean? She's not going to do that. But again, it's very slowly but surely trickling down the water hole. She's going to find out that she's been played and she's been robbed. Okay. Just a matter of time. But I think, again, she's starting to kind of sniff around and see the shadiness that comes with working with Jay-Z. Okay. Unfairness, you know. I get this vibe here too, like she feels a little overworked. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I feel like she could potentially feel like he puts a lot of work on her back. You know, very interesting. I'm going to hop over to Jay-Z really quick, guys, and get a couple of these. This is from the same deck. What is Jay-Z's perspective or his POV regarding Megan at this time, Spirit? Thank you. Perseverance. Okay. Eternal love at the bottom. Eternity, consistency, soulmate. Again, this is somebody that was supposed to create longevity or be around for a while. Okay. You've got two older people on this card. Again, you got the sunset in the background. I'm telling you, these two have probably spent time together, like outside of the Rock Nation office, outside of the studio, is the vibe that I'm getting. Okay. And with this eternal love, obviously we know they're not married, they're not in a relationship, but just think about it more like not so literally, guys. Okay. When something is eternal, again, with this palm tree, endurance, permanence, it's supposed to have been, you know, planted and cemented. It was supposed to stick. It was supposed to stay together. It was supposed to work. But something here is like not working. Okay. You have this stop card here. Okay. Literally a woman with a big X behind her. Then you have perseverance here. Okay. This stop card, okay, has the number 12 on top. It says break, pause, and stagnation. When something is stagnant, it's not moving anywhere. You know? Then you have this perseverance card. You got a guy jumping hurdles. It says challenge. Wow, endurance, resolution. This is the second card I'm seeing with that word endurance on it. Again, something that was supposed to last. He could be cutting her off real soon. I'm telling you guys, it's like there's too many obstacles, too many challenges, too many things to like get over or to try to fix and heal and make look right dealing with her. It's not a very natural, seamless type of engagement. It's not, I'm hearing the word manufactured. It's not natural. It's very manufactured. So, you know, he could be jumping over a lot of hurdles to make sure that his investment looks better than what is really going on behind the scenes, guys. I really hope that makes sense. Okay, then you've got this stop energy here. It's like he wants to put a stop to having to go over all these hurdles. She could be very demanding as well as the energy that I'm getting. And it's like, I get this vibe from Jay-Z where it's like he just doesn't want to deal with her anymore, for real. It's like too much of a headache to not get the return that I'm looking for. Like, yeah, okay, you may, spread your legs for me every once in a while, but I can get that anywhere. You know what I'm saying, guys? So that's not something that's going to keep him around for too long. Okay? Ooh, wow. Fury? Yeah, he could be frustrated, angry that things are not working the way that he sought it out to work out. Okay? Offense, madness, unpleasantness. Okay, and look at this. You've got imagination at the bottom. It's a boy playing with multiple toys. Okay, so he could be viewing her as someone who's very naive, like, girl. Okay, it says variety, fantasy, and mind. Someone who's very young-minded. Okay, and it could like frustrate him even that it's like, I'm literally getting this energy like, girl, you don't get it, or what don't you understand, or I have to repeat myself to you multiple times, like, what are you not understanding? It's like dealing with a kid is the energy that I'm getting, at least from Jay-Z. Okay, again, this is not my personal opinion whatsoever, but this is just the energy he gives when he's dealing with her. Whew, this is making me feel like out of breath almost. Like, this is a lot. I'm gonna get into the what's the tea deck with them because this deck gets real nosy. Okay, if you've ever seen it or you've ever used it yourself, you know this deck gets very nosy. Okay, if you're interested, what's the tea? This is what it looks like. Okay, we're gonna hop back over to Megan really quick and get a couple of these for her. This energy is very heavy. It's very weird. It feels unsettling. Like I said, I feel almost like out of breath doing this reading. Okay, that's why I said I feel like, she could feel very overworked or like a slave or something when it comes to Jay-Z. Why is this energy here? How is she viewing or feeling in regards to Jay-Z at this time, Spirit? Thank you. No facts. It says never has the facts, makes shit up, and lies. What did I just say a few minutes ago, guys? I think she's starting to smell the coffee and see things for how they are. Again, making things seem one way that they really aren't. Wow. So she could be viewing Jay as the type to, butter her up, make things sound great. Oh, it's going to look like this. We're going to have you up here like this. Don't worry, you're going to be great. And then she does the work, puts her time and effort and energy into it, and it doesn't produce the way that she was told it would. Okay, no facts, never has facts, makes shit up and lies. Okay, it's like to keep her around or it's like I get this energy of dangling a carrot in front of your face, You gotta be quicker than that. I think that's a commercial. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You got that commercial with the lady shopping in the store. I think it's like an insurance commercial. And you got the old guy like with a fishing rod, and he's like, you gotta be quicker than that. Girl, you gotta be smarter than that. Okay, Megan. Jesus Christ. How is she viewing him? Scarcity tactics. Okay, and you've got the chessboard on this card with scarcity tactics. It's like she could be viewing him as the type of person who expects a lot from her, but without giving a lot to her. You know what I mean? It's just like a game, scarcity tactics. Like she could feel literally like a pawn in his chess game. Okay? Literally. Okay, scarcity tactics. I feel like with that, he could like even threaten her with like, listen, if you don't do this or if you don't listen to what I say or what I tell you, things are not going to look too good for you. I'm going to make sure that you don't have this or you don't have that unless you do this or that. Does that make sense, guys? There's a lot of like manipulation that goes on, and I'm hearing strong arming. Okay, let's see. Ooh, what is this? Moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay, and what did I just say 2 minutes ago? I feel like Jay is about to pump the brakes on her ass and cut her ass off. And it's showing up here. I think she knows that. She can feel it, or it may have been talked about. Moving on. Thank you. Next. So this is literally her acknowledging Jay-Z wants to move on from her or doesn't want to deal with her in that way anymore. Okay? And it's like a chess game. And I can't help but feel like, there's a lot of like false promises that are dangled in front of her face like a carrot. She does the work, even if she may not want to, because there's some kind of promise at the end, or reward or whatever, and it doesn't happen. It doesn't come out that way. Okay, let me correct myself. I'll say this. I don't think she knows she's about to be let go necessarily, but I think, again, like I said before, she is starting to kind of sniff around and recognize the bullshit that comes with dealing with Jay-Z. And I think she's maybe a little nervous or maybe a little paranoid or scared that he's going to move on from her and drop her and let her go. Because again, there's no significant return on the investment. So she may like kind of feel like that, a little paranoid or nervous, but she's not going to see it coming. I think it's going to kind of hit her like a ton of bricks. It's like when your intuition is telling you something, but you ignore it. Her intuition could be telling her like, damn, I need to figure something out. They may move on from me, but she's still listening to what they're telling her and believing them. Wow. Wow. So this is just confirming for me again that they're going to part ways from her very soon. Why is this here? How is she viewing Jay-Z at this time? Ego. Huh. Talking shit. Yeah, there's talks going on behind the scenes that this shit is not working. Moves in silence. That's why I'm glad I corrected myself, because I was like, she doesn't necessarily know, but she can feel it, but she's not listening or paying attention to her intuition. But she's still going to go with whatever they tell her. But behind the scenes, moving in silence, talking shit, they're talking about letting her go. You've got dirty offer at the bottom of the deck. She's starting to realize that this was not what she thought it was going to be. Okay, but you have this ego card that fell out. Okay, hurt ego getting in the way of the relationship. So she could view him as somebody who operates, again, out of their ego, out of emotion, possibly. When things don't go their way, they get upset. Okay, someone who has a very inflated mindset, or again, inflated ego about themselves. Maybe she could view him as somebody, when she says no, or when she doesn't want to do things the way he wants it done, it hurts his ego. And again, that will go back to the threatening and the strong arming. If you don't do this, things won't be like this, So she could view him as somebody who has a very big ego, and it gets in the way of certain business moves here. Okay? The woman looks very sad and very upset, very hurt on that card. Very down, very depressed. Okay? I'm going to hop over to Jay-Z really quick with the same deck. How is he viewing Megan at this time, Spirit? Thank you. What is Jay-Z's perspective when it comes to Megan? Thank you. Broke ass? That's hilarious. Oh, it's literally a man like sifting through an empty wallet. That is so funny. You guys ever been out with somebody? Would they be friends, a boyfriend, a girlfriend? And it's like, this person knows damn well they don't have the money to cover the bill, but they're going to be patting around their pockets, checking their phone, looking in their wallet, and you know damn well they don't have the money. It's like, what are you looking for? You know damn well you don't have it. That is too funny. Broke ass. Wow. Okay, so Jay-Z is acknowledging, again, there's no return on the investment. Like, girl, you don't really have it the way you be trying to make it seem like you have it. Okay, you can pop your shit all day online with the jewels and the diamonds and the weaves and the clothes and the Birkin bags online, but when it comes to down to the numbers, down to the paperwork, girl, no, no. Broke ass. That's funny. That's what I'm saying. Like, Jay-Z, are you like robbing her? Oh, look at the bottom. Thief. You can't make this stuff up. Robbed, loss, theft, physical or emotional. Girl, he is robbing you blind. All that paperwork you signed, I think she even signed over the like her name and her likeness, Megan Thee Stallion. Rock Nation owns that, or they have like power of attorney over all of that stuff. All of that they own. So it's like, what are you gonna do if they do decide to leave you the fuck alone? All that shit is gonna belong to them, to Rock Nation. Wow, this is crazy. Why is this here? How is his perspective on Megan at this time? Is this into you? Oh, okay. Good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. Ooh. Okay. He could be viewing Megan as someone who's gotten a little too close, a little too comfortable. It's like, you're not my wife. None of that. Like, okay, I'm into you. You're into me because of what I'm doing for you, but he could view her as somebody who's got a very positive, bubbly type of energy, but at the same time, it's like you're very hurt and very broken and like a lost spirit almost is the energy that I get. And I'm sorry, for those of you that don't want to hear that, you don't like that. It's not just me. And again, it's not a personal opinion. I mean, I really fucked with Megan at first. When she first came out, I really liked the girl. It's not personal. I don't know this girl, so I'm literally just reading cards. So please don't take it personally, y'all. But yeah, like into you, they definitely have some type of relationship here that goes beyond the executive table or the studio. Okay, two people literally like cuddled up on this card right here. And this is his perspective of Megan. So it's like his perspective of her is she's into you. Like, yeah, like, girl, you may have gotten a little too comfortable or a little too close. Okay? Good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. Why is this energy here? How is he viewing Megan at this time? What is this? Look at this. Talking shit again. Cock blocking. Wow. When you think of cock blocking, it's somebody who kind of gets in the way or gets in the middle of things. So I take that, cock blocking. One with this broke ass card, it's like, girl, you're getting in the way. It's like you're creating an issue or a blockage in the money, in the revenue. Again, when it comes to like the paperwork and the numbers behind the scenes, like down to the nitty gritty, she's not bringing in what he had thought she would bring in at first. So it's like, you invest into something thinking it's going to be a great project. It's going to, boost your revenue or your net worth in the next year or two, and then it ends up tanking. That's literally what I'm getting. Investing into the stock market at the wrong time type of vibe, And with this cock blocking card, it's like, and this into you, again, it's like, girl, like you have gotten too comfortable. There's no reason why somebody who is a side piece or somebody I'm just fucking on should be getting in the way of anything else when it comes to relations. Does that make sense, guys? If you're a side piece, you got to know your place. It's like this side piece doesn't know her place anymore. And I get this vibe from Jay-Z where it's like he could view her as somebody who thinks that she comes first all the time. Like Jay can't have any time or room for any other artist because it's supposed to be her. Megan is the star. She is, the one that needs the most attention, the most money poured into her, the most shine, the most time spent with him. And I get this energy where it's like in her brain, she feels like if she, cuddles up to him, is closer to him physically, outside of the business boardrooms or whatever, that he will continue to pour more into her. But not knowing he will put a stop to this no matter how spread eagle you get for him. He will cut you the fuck off if it's not beneficial to him anymore. And I don't think she realizes that. I really, really hope that makes sense, guys, okay? It's like and he's viewing her like cockblocking. You're not going to continue to get in the way of me getting a bag or, pouring into another artist that could bring a return on my investment because you're not doing it. Okay, why is this here? Let me get one more. How's he doing Megan at this time? Drama starter. Yeah, it's like it's not even worth the drama. Fake flexing at the bottom, acts rich, flosses money, shows off. I told you, it's like she gets very boisterous when it comes to being online and the lyrics, and it's like in real life it's not really like that, you know. It's drama starter. It's not even worth the headache that she comes with. So she could be very combative, very argumentative. Again, it's like if you're not paying attention to me, then what is it that you're doing, you know? And it's like, girl, that is not your place to be like that about this man. Wow. It's like, and it's interesting because it's okay for Megan to be, you know, to dip and dabble with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, whoever she wants to. But it's like if Jay-Z were to do it, even just business wise, again, pouring money and energy and time into another artist, she doesn't like it. She'll get very combative and argumentative. I'm hearing Beyonce's name for some reason. That's weird, girl. That is weird. Like, you are not Beyonce. You're not going to replace her. None of that. Not saying that she was trying to, but it's like she emulates Beyonce so damn much. It's almost creepy. It's weird. You know? Ooh, this energy is weird. Okay, let me get into the tarot, y'all. I know this is going to be a little bit of a long reading, okay? Thank y'all for sticking it out with me and for your support and the love that you guys are showing, the request. I really appreciate it. If this is making any sense to you, you like this style of reading, you want to add something, definitely feel free to get in the comments, leave a like, okay? Just keep it respectful in the comments if we can, all right? I'm going to use the Modern Witch deck, and we're going to start with Megan's portion first with the tarot and see if we can get a little bit more in on what's already coming out, okay? How is she viewing Jay-Z at this time? What is her perspective regarding Jay-Z, Spirit? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Nine of Wands. Let's see. Well, let me start with this. Okay. Ten of Swords. First card out. Not a good sign. If you watch enough tarot, you do tarot yourself, you're a medium, you know this Ten of Swords is not the greatest card. Okay. This is like the final nail in the coffin. Endings. Like complete final endings, if not backstabbing and like the ultimate betrayal. Okay, then you have this Nine of Wands here. This is like the wounded warrior, someone who's been through a lot, puts up with a lot, has gone through a lot, and they don't throw in the white towel. Perseverance, you know, but it also gives me someone who's very guarded. They might be a little apprehensive or a little nervous to do or approach something here. Okay, just by the way, the woman is standing behind this card with the wands on this card. You know, it's getting very defensive. Yeah, and she could be viewing him as somebody who, again, who has put up with a lot of her, put up with a lot of her bullshit, put up with a lot of her demands and her commands, okay? Someone who's like damn near ready to throw in the white towel. Nine of Wands, again, is a perseverance card. I already had the perseverance card come out for Jay-Z, so it's like, you know, they usually don't throw in the white towel. They don't give up. It's like you get knocked down 9 times, get up 10. But with it coming out with this Ten of Swords, it's like, no, bitch, I'm throwing the white towel in. Fuck you. This is over with. I'm done. Okay? And there's like no coming back from that. She could also view him as somebody who could have betrayed her. Again, that's why I said before, I think she's starting to slowly but surely kind of wake up and smell the coffee. Okay? Or like the molded old coffee that's been sitting in the fucking coffee maker for 3 days that nobody has cleaned out. In this case, Jay-Z, right? And she's starting to see things for how they are. And that's why she could be feeling a little betrayed. Or again, when he puts his effort into other artists or not pouring as much time and energy into her. It's like a betrayal to her, you know? Let's see. Let me get another one of these, please. Let's see. Why is it here? Knight of Pentacles. And it came out in the reverse. I don't even read reversals, y'all. I'm going to flip it upright. But Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, even when it's upright, it's a slowdown. It's things moving very slow, okay? It's somebody who's reliable, trustworthy in the upright. But in the reverse, this is like a stop. Okay, stagnation. Okay, the horse on this card isn't moving. It's firmly planted. In the reverse, that shit's not moving anywhere. Okay, then you got the Justice card. It's like karma. Justice card can talk about things being fair, equality. Again, there's like something here that's not fair or not right with the money that she's starting to notice. Okay, and that I really feel like she genuinely felt like she could rely on Jay and trust him. Okay, Knight of Pentacles is usually an energy. It's a little slow moving, but when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do it. Okay, but with this backstabbing betrayal card, it's like he may, again, painting an image or making something seem like one way when it's really not. Okay, why is this here? Ooh, the Star card. Okay, the Star card popping out. That's Aquarius energy showing up. Again, we're trying to heal something here or make something look better. An image. Page of Wands. Nine of Swords. Wow, this Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords is not a good look. Stress, anxiety, sleepless nights, having a lot on your mind, feeling paranoid. Okay, and she could be viewing Jay as somebody who's like, again, very stressed out and like, because you're not getting a return on your investment here. Like the money is slowing down with her. Okay, Page of Wands, that's something new, something different. That's literally like, okay, I'm stressed out about this girl. I need to go find something new. I need to find a new prospect, somebody, you know, different, something that's a little more exciting to the people. So it seems like she's viewing him as the person that like wants to really like kind of take a step away from her. Page of Wands is a messenger, usually of good news, but it's like anytime the good news comes through, it gets shattered or gets shitted on, or some bad news comes right after receiving the good news. Again, it's like, oh, you're so excited or so eager to like, you know, for example, the Pepsi commercial, right? But at the back end, it didn't get a great response, or it's followed up by a bad, unfortunate news right afterwards, is the energy that I'm getting. Okay. Wow, there's two nines here, like 999 can be significant or something. Let's see, why is this here? Showing Jay at this time. Eight of Swords. All this sword energy. He could possibly have some like Aquarius, Libra, Gemini in his chart. Possibly, okay? Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. She could view him as somebody who is very, very, very like guilty of things or very trapped in his mind. Okay, this Eight of Swords can be an energy of like insecurity, victimization, woe is me, feeling stuck or feeling trapped as well. Okay, so her perspective of Jay-Z is like, you know, we're stuck in a contract. It's like there's nothing you can do now unless you release me and let me go. At this point, you know, it's like he could literally feel stuck, or as if, again, with the Knight of Pentacles, the money slowing down, it's not moving the way that he thought it would when it comes to investing into her. It's like she could view him as somebody really, really stuck in his head trying to figure something out that's going to work, because whatever he's doing right now with her, it's not working. Okay, and I think, again, it looks a lot better than what it really is behind the scenes. And I can't help but get this conversation in my mind. It's like, you know, you feel stuck or you feel trapped, but, you know, you're the one who signed me. You're the one who presented me this offer. It's not my fault that the things that you're making me do aren't working. Because again, I get this energy where it's like she's doing things to appease the label and what they're asking of her, but she may not really want to be doing some of these things. Okay, so I'll give her that. A lot of this that she's doing, I don't think she even wants to be doing for real. And it seems like, oh, you know, she gets all the creative freedom and the creative direction comes from her, but not really though. Not really. Okay, they are really like bound and tied to each other, or again, he could even be feeling bad or feeling guilty for messing with her for so long, okay, in that way, physical aspect, if you will. Again, I was picking up this energy from her where it's like she's gotten a little too close or too comfortable for her britches when it comes to dealing with Jay-Z. You know, it's like maybe your boyfriend or your husband, you can call up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and ask them to bring you some pizza. But it's like, girl, Jay-Z, like, no, we are not on that type of time. So in her head, it's like completely altered than what it really is. Okay, but she's gonna wake up and smell the coffee real soon. And I think she's gonna be kind of in for like a rude awakening here, you know? Very interesting. This is almost kind of weird. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, if something is coming through a little confusing or it's not coming through very clearly, I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to just like say whatever the fuck. Like, if I'm not getting a message clearly, I'm just going to move on to the next thing. And then I'll come back to it. Okay. But yeah, she sees, she's acknowledging that he is very stressed out, worked up, feeling stuck, feeling trapped. Money is slowed down. It's not the same as it once was. And he could be very like off-putting or very standoffish towards her now versus how it was before. Okay. Remember, if you guys saw the clip of Beyonce's Renaissance tour, you had Jay-Z and Megan all in the crowd, all giddy, smiling together and stuff. You know what I mean? I don't think that the dynamic is like that anymore. Okay, it's not as fun or as lighthearted as it once was, you know? Now that, again, the numbers are coming back, we're into like the real nitty gritty of them being in a contract together. It's like, no. It's not what it was supposed to be. It's not what everyone thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm going to switch decks just in case the same cards need to show up again. We're going to hop over to Jay-Z really quick, guys, all right, and get a couple of cards for him in the tarot. And then we'll close out and get a couple more for Megan, and we'll hop back over in a minute, okay? But let's get to Jay-Z. What is his viewpoint or his perspective? Oh, sorry, y'all. When it comes to Megan at this time. Thank you. What is his POV when it comes to Megan at this time? First card out, the Knight of Wands. Are you serious? Again, if you guys are into tarot enough or you're a medium, you're a reader yourself, you know this Knight of Wands is that hit it and quit it energy. Here for a good time, not a long time. Sagittarius energy, you know, somebody who will be with Tommy this week and Jerry the next. Might see Michael in the same night. Somebody, again, hit it and quit it. Here for a good time, not a long time. This is that 304 energy, okay? Somebody who's for the streets a little bit. And that's really unfortunate because any Megan reading I've ever done, it's always very intoxicated or messing around. And you guys, I can't control what comes out. If you can look up the meanings of the cards yourself on Google if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's never really the greatest energy when it comes to her, unfortunately, okay? And look at this, 7 of Swords at the bottom. It's like he played her. It's like he's using her for her body and her sex, and again, trying to, morph her into something that she's not, portraying her to the public as something that it's really not. A lot of deception and lies and mind games going on with the 7 of Swords. Okay. Wow. Why is this energy here? How is he viewing Megan at this time? Thank you. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to keep them. King of Cups and the Page. Yeah. King of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. King of Cups, they can be very much so emotional and in their feelings, but they don't show it. They don't wear it on their sleeve for the most part. Very emotional energy, though. Page of Pentacles here. That's, again, I can't help but get this energy where he feels as though she could be very naive, just falls for whatever, will take breadcrumbs and take pennies, but she's not aware because it's more money than she's ever seen in her life, but she could really be making a lot more, but they're breadcrumbing her, What is this? The Lovers card came out. Gemini energy. Yeah, he could be viewing her as somebody who, again, is like too in their feelings when it comes to the sex here. It's like this was just supposed to be physical. This wasn't supposed to be something where you are getting all in your feelings about with this King of Cups. But again, I feel like it could have been fucking SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, if SpongeBob SquarePants is giving Megan attention, he's not supposed to be giving attention to anybody else. It doesn't matter who it is. She wants to be the number one, the main one all the time. Lover's card can talk about choices as well, having a decision to make. There can't be other options or other choices if you're gonna deal with her. Does that make sense, guys? Again, this is her, like, how she would feel regarding that. And his perspective of her is like, listen, I saw you as a hit it and quit it. This wasn't supposed to be long term, but you got in your feelings, okay, with this King of Cups showing up. And it's like, I'm literally hearing him say, like, from Jay-Z's perspective, I breadcrumbed you. I gave you dust, and you still get in your feelings. You know? Wow. I get this energy where it's like, he could be very, like, maybe not mean or like rude or nasty, but I'm hearing passive aggressive. It's like, you should know just by how I'm treating you that I don't fuck with you like that. But in her brain, it's like living in la la land. Okay, you got this Two of Swords, in denial, not seeing shit for how it really is. And I said this way earlier in the reading. It's like she doesn't listen to her intuition. She listens to whatever the fuck they tell her, and she just goes with it. Being very blinded, you know? Wow. And I get this vibe too with this Lover's card. You know, he could view her as the person. It's like, you had a choice. You didn't have to be in this. You didn't have to do things this way. Now you're mad. Now you're upset because I'm dropping you or because I don't want to deal with you anymore. No, like, Megan, you had a choice and you chose to subject yourself to this type of behavior or this treatment. Or again, you chose to subject yourself to the breadcrumbs. You know, and it's almost as if he played on her being naive or not necessarily knowing the business dealings. Does that make sense, guys? He like preyed on her with that. Why is this energy here? What is his perspective on Megan? Thank you. Okay. The Star showed up again. Okay. Knight of Cups. And, you know, this is like really not a terrible energy together, but the Knight of Cups is more so the one that's going to take action on their feelings, more so than the King of Cups would. Okay. I'm hearing like apology. I don't know why I'm hearing that. The word apology. The Star card can be like a reconciliation, forgiveness, healing, a very spiritual card as well. And this Knight of Cups is an offer. Please don't mind me if I pause for a second, guys. Like, I'm literally channeling, so I'm trying to decipher and make the most out of what it is that I'm getting so it makes sense, okay? But yeah, I can't help but feel this vibe. It's like Jay could view Megan as someone who had other options or had other choices, other offers, but she could have been so starstruck, okay, by the Beyonce Jay-Z dynamic. It's like she didn't even consider her other opportunities or offers. Okay, the Lover's card is a choice, the Knight of Cups is an offer. So she had options, she had another choice. But it's like, again, she was very starstruck, very gung-ho on whatever they were telling her. And again, like dangling the Beyonce carrot in her face, knowing how obsessed with Beyonce she is. And she fell for it. I'm hearing like she fell in the trap, literally fell in the trap. Okay. Now I will say she could have like this very affectionate type of vibe to her. Okay. With all these the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups, you got the Star card here. It's like somebody who wishes and desires to be loved or to be someone who desires to be desired. I really hope that makes sense, guys. It's like it makes her day, or it strokes her fucking ego to be chased or to be lusted after. And I think Jay-Z kind of really, again, played on that, played on her brokenness, you know, the whole thing with her losing her parents, the whole thing with Tori, you know, a lot of emotional trauma that she has never necessarily healed, if you will. He took advantage of that completely. Completely, is what I'm getting. And the fact that she desires to be loved and wanted so bad, he totally played on that, you know. And it's like, you know what, I can just breadcrumb this girl and she don't even realize it. It's very mean, it's very nasty. Again, I was hearing passive aggressive. It's like making yourself look like a genuine fucking person when you're not, Jay-Z, okay? And I'm not the biggest fan of Megan now, but you know, the way I used to be, but I do kind of feel for the girl. I really do. But at the same time, it's like you have to, you were already in a pretty decent contract with 1501 and Carl Crawford, but it's like, again, you were so starstruck and heard numbers and opportunities that you never had heard in your life. So it's like you fell for the trap, literally, without doing the homework or doing, you know, the due diligence of your contract to figure out what it is you're really signing up for. So now it's like both of them have this shared energy of feeling stuck or feeling trapped or feeling bound to an agreement that's not working for either one of them. You know, I'm gonna get a couple more for Jay-Z as well. What is his perspective on Megan at this time? Ace of Wands. Page of Swords. Again, someone who's like, again, it's like you had to learn, or it's like you have to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more studious, pay more attention to the fine detail. This is Gemini energy. Okay, this Page of Swords is a very curious energy, likes to learn. It's also kind of like keeping tabs, watching, finding things out. And it's like she didn't do her due diligence. And now with this Five of Cups, it's like she's upset, you know, bothered by it. She's going to be in regret for not reading over the fine print. Okay, or at least really understanding who it is that she's dealing with. Okay? Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands. This fighting, I'm telling you, like, you guys, I don't really know how to like reiterate this in another way, but he could view Megan as the type that's very argumentative. It's like if you even try to like put the money or energy you're pouring into me into a new act, a new artist, a new perspective with this Ace of Wands here, it's gonna be a fight, or it's gonna be an argument. And I was hearing like Beyonce's name earlier for some reason. There could have been fights and arguments regarding like the sexual energy or the sexual relationship between Megan and Jay-Z. He could be fighting with Beyonce in the background because of, you know, the sexual proclivities that they get into. And this Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands, that's sexual energy like a motherfucker, okay? And this Five of Wands is bickering, arguing, if not like just an argument, then a physical fight. Disagreements. That connects back to that drama starter card. It's like she gives me like this very feisty, like, you know, she'll tell you how it is type of energy, but again, she's so starstruck by the dynamic that is Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's just she'll kind of just go for it. And I really see her kind of waking up to the bullshit, and being even more combative, but more combative about, you know, the money or the numbers not looking right. Okay, again, with this Page of Swords, it's like she's going to see things a little more clearer now. She may find like a little more attention to detail with the paperwork and things. She might start asking more questions. Okay, and her asking more questions could lead to the fighting and the arguing. Like, you don't need to worry about that. I got it. When it's like, no, Megan, he doesn't have, and he doesn't have it. You need to ask questions. You need to do homework. You know? Very interesting here. She gives me like jealousy vibes, like heavy jealous vibes, you know? And again, it's not that she's in love with Jay-Z or wants to marry the man, but if she's dealing with you, you cannot be dealing with any other people in the same capacity. Or if you are, they can't be as important as her. Okay? Or have as much shine as her. You know? Wow. Oof. Devil card and the 9 of Swords at the bottom. Wow. Yeah, he definitely views her as like a toxic energy, and he's trying to like figure out his way out of this. The Devil card can be a contract as well. Okay, 8 of Cups, walking away. It could be a little hard to walk away from this because again, they are in a contract, but if something is a little too toxic or too hectic, or it kind of like interferes with like the health or the well-being of the people that signed the contract, he could essentially like drop her and walk away. So I think he definitely views her as someone who's toxic here, or creates a lot of toxic energy at least, and it creates a headache. It's drama. This 9 of Swords, it's like unnecessary drama, you know. I'm gonna get a couple of closing cards for Megan's portion really quick, guys, and I'll get y'all out of here, okay? How is Megan viewing Jay-Z at this time? Thank you. What is this? 8 of Pentacles here. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Again, that's like hard work, being very focused, attention to detail. Again, I feel like she feels a little overworked dealing with him. Okay, King of Pentacles at the bottom. Yeah, it's like the money isn't moneying. The math isn't mathing. King of Pentacles is in the reverse. So again, she kind of had this affinity for him, or she does currently, but eventually I feel like this is more predictive of the future. She's going to realize like the work and the effort and all this energy she's putting into things with this 8 of Pentacles, it's not going to leave her in the place of this King of Pentacles. It's actually doing the fucking opposite. All this hard work and effort that she's putting into shit, it's doing the exact opposite of what they want it to do. And she could be viewing, you know, Jay-Z as the King of Pentacles, you know, somebody who will, you know, provide the money, the person behind the scenes, making everything work, you know, doing all the hard stuff. Again, the one with the finances, you know, the businessman behind the scenes. But in the reverse, it's like things are not how they should be. The money is not moneying. King of Pentacles in the reverse is very materialistic as well. You know, someone who is very self-serving, very selfish. You got the Knight of Wands at the bottom. You know, like, yeah, like hit it and quit it. You're not trustworthy. You're not reliable. And I think she's going to be kind of waking up to that soon. You know? Can you get one more for her, please? Can you get one more for her, please? The Knight of Wands came out anyway. I know you guys just saw me shuffle, but it ended up falling out anyway. So again, they're coming out like this same energy between one another. Knight of Wands came out for the both of them. Someone who's here for a good time, not a long time. A 304, someone who's for the streets, you know. Ooh, I don't like that. The Knight of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles, like, this is literally giving me like sex worker vibes. She thought that being like, again, that energy I got way earlier, spread eagle on her back, like she thought that was going to give her more leeway or more room with Jay-Z, or give her more work and opportunities by doing that with him. But it's not going the way, or it's not going to go the way that it has been any longer. This is heavy sex work vibes. I don't like that. So the way that he views her as a 304, you know, someone to just hit it and quit it, she sees him the same way, but she gets too in her feelings. She gets too emotional about things. She may not show it on the forefront, but, you know, there's a very, like, argumentative back and forth energy between the two of them now. It's not as seamless as it once was, you know. 5 of Pentacles, yep. She's viewing him as somebody who she's going to be left out in the cold with, okay? Emotionally desolate. bankrupt. The money is not there. Again, the math is not mathing. Okay. Wow. She could view him as somebody who, you know, doesn't have it the way that he says that he does, or he just doesn't want to invest any more money into her. I definitely see him pulling back, or she views him pulling back, pulling away from her. Okay. Why is this here? Temperance card. This is like peace and tranquility, balance, having a new beginning here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like she's gonna kind of start waking up and seeing things for how they are. Okay, she may kind of have to come to terms with that the money is not right, or, you know, again, Jay-Z, Rock Nation, they're going to pull away from her and not invest as much money into her anymore. And this is like an earth angel on this temperance card. So it's like, you know, you disguised yourself, you came into my life as, you know, the savior, or that you were going to make things great, you were going to catapult my career, give me a fresh new start with my career, and then it came and it went really fast. Okay, it's like crash and burn type of energy here with this Knight of Wands. Okay, very interesting. And I feel like she smells it, or she's felt it, but it's also gonna kind of hit her like a ton of bricks. It's very like unexpected, you know. And I'm hearing her like in my mind, like beg and plead, like, please don't like let me go, please don't leave me out like this, please don't do that. But it's like, girl, if the return on the investment is not there, then what are we gonna do? Just keep spending money on you? So she's really gonna have to figure out a different alternative uh, to whatever the hell she's gonna do moving forward. Okay, after this year is up, I don't know what the hell he's gonna do with her. There may be kind of like one or two more final attempts to like push her to the forefront, but it's just not gonna work. And every time that it crashes and burns, it's just speeding up the process to him basically getting rid of her. Okay. Very interesting reading. I didn't even mean to keep y'all here this long, but this was a lot. I knew this was going to be a lot before I even tapped into this, but I'm going to like regroup my energy, cleanse a little bit, and tap out of this. I really, really do hope that you guys were able to pull something from this, or that you enjoyed this reading. If you guys like these styles of reading, again, feel free to get into the comments, give me some suggestions, what it is you guys want to hear about. And let me know what you know, okay? I love interacting with you guys. I can't thank you guys enough for being here. I appreciate the viewership. I appreciate your support more than you guys even understand. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.